Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope you're having a good start to your week. I certainly am. I am off today from my regular job, but fuck it, I gotta work Saturday. Who the hell knew? At any rate, we are doing Taurus Weekly Update. Today is September 20th. We're gonna roll right on through. Oh, fuck. We got a full moon tonight in Pisces. So those of you that have Pisces placement somewhere, rising, moon, whatever, just get the Kleenex ready. That's about the best I can say for that. We're going to roll through to the 28th. That's how we're going to do this. This is difficult energy to navigate through because most of us as Tauruses are going through this fucking Uranus transformation, blah, 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 blah. So there are clear skies ahead, but just, it's the last fucking mile of the trip is the longest and the darkest and just the fuck. So hang on, Taurus. I'm with you. I know I'm ready to kick a few people in their face for all of that right now. I'm just frustrated and sick of all this bullshit. A lot of hits and misses in the past 6 or 7 weeks. Relationships, jobs. Some of you got jobs, shit didn't work out, left. Others of you tried to kick off brand new relationships, shit didn't work out, you left. That energy right there, it's okay. Don't get caught up in the mundane bullshit with something you tried to start and it didn't work out. Keep it moving, for real, keep it moving. Next Monday, which will be exactly 1 week after today's full moon, or tonight's full moon, we start Mercury retrograde. So I'm going to just tell you, Mercury retrograde is here, fuck it. I know I've had 255 million conversations since Friday, and I swear I started every one wrong. Said the wrong thing, couldn't get the words out right, whatever. So we are definitely in this energy. As I've been saying, and I feel it now, I don't feel like this is going to be a stressful Mercury retrograde for us. Emotional, maybe. But there's some new things that are going to be popping out. For some of you, things that maybe you kind of maybe started back in June or July, you'll begin to see the fruits of your labor in the next week or so. On the cut, don't ask me where I get this shit from. I do what Spirit tells me to do. What the hell? I don't know. Those of you trying to play the lottery, 916, go have at it. What the hell? But on the cut, the 6 of Cups, the Magician, the 9 of Cups. So just what I'm telling you, we got a full moon tonight in Pisces. There's your cups. A bit weepy. Those of you maybe that have had loved ones pass recently, this you're going to kind of be in that energy for the next 24 hours or so. That's okay. All of this is about emotional renewal. And for many of you, what you don't know is that you're gearing up for some new shit. And a lot of us, we've been so intent on trying to manifest and see it manifest, and then it don't manifest, and we're in that energy. There's a whole nother something coming and you're not going to see it because you're so focused on whatever it is you're trying to do right now. It's cool. Don't worry about it. And in this instance, I'd have to say you got to rely on the adage, if it's for you, it's going to be there for you. If it's someone you're trying to manifest someone, your person is your person. You ain't got to go running around acting all crazy and stupid. They're coming. So there's some emotional renewal here. The Magician, y'all know. Y'all already know. But the bigger thing is not so much what you're doing, it's what you believe in. It is definitely what you believe in. And as I'm standing here holding this little stack of cards, the energy is very much coming to me about the people. And if you look at this card, you can see stars. And some of them are in clumps, some of them are by themselves. But very much about the people you have around you. And this is something that I've been dealing with for the past 3 or 4 days. About who's in your experience. And if people don't understand your walk, Taurus, they're not going to understand what the fuck you talking about when you say, I don't want to be around certain people. I don't want to be around that energy. I don't want to be that close to somebody, you know, and it could be a specific person, or it could be a specific situation, or it just could be in general. Walk your walk. I'm going to say that again. Walk your walk. Don't let somebody give you your opinion about how you should be feeling about your journey. If there are people that you can't deal with, or that are always just on your damn nerves for whatever reason, this is a time to watch, pick carefully, and decide carefully on who you want in your experience. And that's the catch right there. It's your experience. So you don't have to have people in your experience that you don't want there. Plain and fucking simple. You just don't. Family member or otherwise, if you got people that have been around you for any amount of time and you know they're not serving any purpose in your life, be gone. And if you can't tell them to be gone, then you be gone. It's just that simple. Magician here, once again, it's about believing in the magic. Not so much, can you do it, but believing that you got this. Knowing that you have this. That infinity symbol above Mr. Magician's head says a lot. Just remember, the magician is surrounded by the fool and the high priestess. So there is an element of risk-taking. Even in believing something, there's a risk, always. And then there's another element of, high priestess energy. That would be what the next card is in tarot. So just be mindful of that. Take some comfort in knowing that you're not on this journey alone. Just put it out there like that. You're not doing this alone. Yeah. And for many of you, believing in the magic, that kind of sets the tone or the foundation, if you will, for what you're getting ready to get into. The Nine of Cups is the Nine of Cups, but this is dealing with that perfect thing for you, be a job or relationship. For many of you, this is going to resonate more on a relationship issue. Manifesting what you want, your perfect ideal of what that looks like. And it's not impossible. Once again, like I said, we've been so busy focused on manifesting and what does this look like and blah, 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 blah. You're not going to even see what's coming. So we got that out there. Okay. Let's get the cards on the table and see what we got going on for the next week or so. Using a smaller deck today. Follow your intuition. Going to be the ending or the completion of some things, completion of a cycle, especially with this full moon. Self-discipline. Many of you, that's got more to do with money and having some self-discipline about your finances. Parenting, the front end of your overall energy. Spirituality on the back. Okay. For many of you, this next handful of days may be good to focus on your spirituality and how it's playing a part and what's unfolding in your life. Your challenge, happy ending. Hello. That's about what we are looking for. Let me just turn it around over here a little bit. Teaching and learning. Nature. Oh, well, that just popped out. Domestic harmony. Oh, shit, now. I feel feel like for some of you, this ain't for everybody, but for some of you, you got exes trying to come back and get back at you. Take another look. There may be a person in your experience from your past, and maybe it was just a timing thing. It didn't work out at that particular point, but take a look. Somebody there deserves a second look. Leadership, abundance and leadership last week. Actually, personal growth, abundance and leadership. Healing, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Love, partnership. I think many of you that have been single for a minute are getting ready to get unsingle, especially if you've been actively looking. And there's a timeout card, but I think many of you are getting ready to get hitched up, as it were. See what we got going on here. Just one card. That's parenting, transformation, Knight of Wands on top. Spirituality, the Knight of Swords, unforeseen events. Challenge, happy ending. New energy. This is a strength card, but I'm trying to pick up the thing. It's new energy, so we're going to come back to that. Six of Wands on top of the patience and learning. So I'm trying to fall out here. The Emperor on top of nature. The Moon card on top of the domestic harmony. Oh, too many. Devil card on top of the personal growth. That's too many. Ace of Swords. Oh no, Page of Swords, I'm sorry. On top of the abundance. Well, showed up again. Somebody. Nine of Cups on top of the leadership. Four of Pentacles on top of the healing. That's a powerful message. Many of you that feel like you're stuck or have been stuck, you actually have been healing. In case you were unaware, sometimes a downtime is what you need. Not necessarily doing any active kind of processing. You just need the downtime. Love, partnership pulls a Seven of Swords. So deceit. And can't make this shit up. I swear to God, you can't make it up. Cannot. Leave that over there. What actually fell out was the Knight of Wands, talking about departures on the time out card. So let's take a look. Justice card. And this is appropriate, believe it or not. The Justice card relates to Libra. And guess what we're getting ready to get into in the next 24 hours? What day? 21st? Yeah. Either tomorrow or Wednesday, we go into the sign of Libra. So the universe ain't playing no games, thinking shit just falling out. It ain't just falling out. There's a reason. Looking at your overall energy, the front end of it with the transformation, the Page of Wands on top of the parenting. Like parenting, I ain't got no kids. Well, parenting doesn't really have anything to do all the time with whether or not you have children or whether or not you're parenting. What it is, though, it's an energy of collaboration. So many of you might be starting new jobs coming up here in the next week or so. That page is saying a lot, and that you're going to be getting into it, and it's in the top end of your overall energy. So it feels like many of you are looking forward to this because you're going to be in a nurturing environment. Whatever it is that you're starting out on that may be new for you, you're going to be in a nurturing environment. So don't feel like you get there like, oh my God, people who like me and I'm going to die. Nah, you're in a nurturing environment, and you feel it now. You just don't know if you haven't started or done whatever this thing is. You're just like, what is all this new feeling and fresh? And yeah, whatever you're getting ready to get into, and it's going to have a lot to do with your personal transformation. On the back end, the spirituality with the Knight of Swords, talking about unforeseen events. Swords is a suit of the intellect and how you're thinking and processing those thoughts. There are going to be some unforeseen events, though, that are going to make you have to change what you're thinking, especially as it relates to situations, people, places, and things from the past. You see, we got the butt end of the horse. And you may be feeling this as well. This is the kind of in your gut. You really got to trust what you believe in. That Magician card on the cut. Not just knowing that you can do the magic, but you got to believe in the magic. That part. And that's a part of your spirituality. You know, spirituality is not always, the choir and the amen corner. A lot of times it's about your personal thing and what you believe. That makes up who you are and is a part of your spirituality. So just know there may be some things coming that are going to shake up what you believe, but you got this. Your challenge, the Strength card on top of the happy ending, going through changes, but there's new energy. It's the first time I've really picked up this energy off of the Strength card. There's new energy coming into your experience. Your job, your challenge for the next 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days is to realize that you're walking out of a chapter in your life and you're walking into a new one. Obviously, it's the Strength card, so there's going to be some strength required. You're going to have to pull yourself along. Like I said, many of y'all feeling like you're stuck. There 4 pentacles down here. And you're not, it's hard to tell you you're not stuck because you feel stuck. What the fuck you going to tell me I'm not stuck and I feel like my feet are in quicksand? Strength required and balance and patience. Let me throw all of that in here. But this is most seriously about the new energy and recognizing the new energy for what it's worth. Now, let me go back to what I said before I put the cards down on the table. If you were dealing with people that you do not want in your experience, they ain't got to be there. Get fucked. I'm just saying. They ain't got to be there. There may be people around the people that you normally hang out with, and their energy's bad. You ain't got to be there. And sometimes we can show people better than we can tell them. People want to argue with you. Oh, they're okay. It's all right. Ain't that wrong with them? In your heart of hearts, you're like, that's a lie. This is a damn lie. Follow your intuition. I got enough purple and blue on the board right now to tell me your intuition is definitely going to be needed as you make some decisions in the upcoming week. Today's activity and energy, the 6 of Wands on top of the patience and learning. You intend on being successful. That's the energy that pops out. You're going to be successful, but they're teaching and learning moments. So you may have to show somebody, and somebody may have to show you that kind of energy. Not linked up to the day. It may be something in the upcoming week, but you're going to be successful. We'll come back up here to this transformation. You're going to be in a nurturing environment. Don't feel like you're just going to be out in the middle of the damn desert all by your damn self with no water, no camel, no nothing. You're going to be nurtured through this process. So however that's resonating with you, the success is there, but you may be required to do some teaching and, of course, required to do some learning. With the Emperor on top of the nature, definitely talking about logical thought. And for most Tauruses, let me just put the play on words, that's our nature. So I'm going to just tell you the energy here is do what you do. Do what you do. Think, if you're a logical thinker, don't hide from that. Please don't hide from that. That Emperor energy is strong. And so there may be some things that you kind of out in the stratosphere with. It's a good time to get grounded and get back to that concrete logical thought. What you know. That Magician, one more time on the cut. What you believe. Putting that logical thought to it and going for it. You know, y'all like, what? Logical thought. Thinking that, and that it's Taurus is made. We're logical creatures. I don't know why people want to, think we are just mean bulls and, just want to run around and have no thought at all. We do have thought. We're very logical. We're very practical on top of that. And that's in our nature. So the message here and the energy here is to do what it is in your nature to do. And don't be no punk ass about it. Hell, throw that tail up, polish them hooves up and step. Keep it moving. Don't get, it's easy to get stuck and hung up on, especially now. I think a lot of bulls are sensitive to how people are responding to them, even though we're supposed to be in this comfort zone of confidence and some other shit. Yeah, that sounds good, but the reality is, many of us are still insecure about a lot of things because we've been bounced around past couple of years. People have hurt us, people have taken advantage, done all kind of crazy shit. So just know the Emperor energy. It's okay to do what it is in your nature to do. And for most of us, it's the practical and the logical. So get with that and stick with that. Wednesday's energy, my linear ass, I got to put a day on it. Wednesday's energy with the moon card on top of the domestic harmony. Once again, follow your intuition as it relates to romantic relationships. On the other side of that, if you've got kiddos, follow your intuition. If your intuition is telling you to go to the school, damn it, go to the school. Intuition is telling you to pick up the phone and call the school teacher, damn it, pick up the phone and call the school teacher. Do that. That I've got two major cards sitting back to back, the Emperor and the Moon. Again, do what it is in your nature to do. That concrete, practical, logical shit. And if you get sprung up on something, some secret, some unforeseen, and not a swords up there, event or information that you come upon, fall back on that Emperor. And that Emperor energy, the logical, the practical. Some shit sounding too good to be true, especially with your kids. I don't know what it is with the kids, but if your kids are coming in, yeah, I'm going to go to the 10th grade tomorrow, and you just in the 6th grade, what the hell are you talking about? If this sounds too far out there, people, do your due diligence. Kids may be hiding something. For others of you, if there are secrets in the relationship, this has got a lot to do with money. You may find out some money has been spent somewhere and you were unaware. And it's kind of a 50-50 split on how good or how bad it is. For some of you, like, oh, I know you're going to do that for me. But they spent your money. Or they spent your money and it wasn't on you. Yeah, that kind of shit. And it may have been something that your partner wanted to do, but they knew if they asked you for the money, you were going to flat out, logically turn them down because you didn't have the money. So there's going to be some issue here in the paired Taurus couples with shared money, with shared resources. There are going to be some issues that come up because somebody has done something with a nice big fat $500, $600, $700, $800 worth of something, fishing equipment, a boat, I don't know. Something that's not practical though. So be ready for it. Your instinct, Taurus, is going to be to do the bull in the china shop thing. I'm going to suggest against that. It's not that serious. But you need to hold your person accountable. If you do the bull in the china shop, be graceful about it. It's easy to just fly off the handle and let whatever comes up comes out. Coming right back to this Emperor. Logic. Have a logical argument on your argument. Don't just fly off the handle because, explain. And it sounds stupid and ridiculous, but you may have to break this down to your partner. You shouldn't have spent that money because we have da-da-da-da-da-da. They're going to need to hear that coming from you because there's something that your partner is not realizing or not thinking about in doing whatever little endeavor this is. For the rest of you, it could just be generally in Mercury retrograde energy. People start swinging back through, cycling back through your life, and you may hear something about them or their situation. Thursday, the devil card on top of the personal growth. You say the devil's in the details. There's a situation for some of you now. Now we're dealing with 3 major cards back to back. So don't think all this energy is not going to play off of each other. But there's going to be, for some of you, this is going to be an ex swinging back in. And I think the message they really are trying to get across to you is that in your effort to grow, you actually help them break free. I can't make this shit up. That's what I'm hearing, though. Again, that's going to walk me right back to the moon card. So you're hearing something about a situation, and then you're going to have to apply that logical thought to it. Again, it's the same as the moon. If there's a moment here where you feel like you need to run through the china shop and cuss somebody out and do something else, explain to them what kind of bull you are, be graceful about it and have some logical thought before you open your mouth. Because whoever this is, they're listening. Whatever you did, maybe some of you stepped off of the situation because you were just tired of all the toxic. It may have been third party or somebody overly involved with their kids or their job, and they weren't paying you no attention and got you all strung out and some other shit. And in an effort to get unstrung or unsprung, as it were, you ended up providing personal growth not only for yourself but for them, that this is sitting underneath. This patience and learning is not a mistake. Don't think that it is. It is not a mistake. So many of you may be being patient through a situation, but trust and believe the person that you're dealing with, they're learning. They are learning, and they're sitting in a hot seat learning, which is not nice. So there may be some karma at play. Somebody may have played you or thought they were going to play you, and you stepped off, and now they're sitting there like, well, how this happened? They're coming back around. Let's just clear that part up. They are coming back around. And this time, they're coming with all kind of shit because you made them grow. And just like your kids, here we go with this again, just like your kids, when you beat that ass because they done went and stole something out the refrigerator you told them not to, or they went and did something you told them not to do. Kids straighten up after that. Now, in 2 weeks' time, you're going to have another issue about something else. You're going to have to pop that ass again. Told you don't do blah, blah, blah. It's the same energy right here. Whoever this is in your situation, how it's resonating. You pop that ass, and now they're going, oh, shit. But your kids keep coming back, don't they? Mommy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Thank you, Mommy. I'm sorry. Y'all hear me. This is a grown adult relationship that we are talking about. This is exactly what's happening to this person. Fuck, I should have listened to him. Or fuck, I should have listened to her. However it's resonating. And they are sitting their ass in the hot seat right now learning a lesson they could have very easily bypassed had they heard what you were telling them. But again, it's all about everybody's personal growth. Well, if they learning a lesson, how am I growing? Because you're teaching. Come on. A lot of time teaching is where you grow. When you start being able to teach what you've learned or what you know or what you feel or what you've seen, that all bleeds into your own personal growth. But this person has learned from your personal growth. So just know that part. Again, those 3 major cards, that energy is definitely playing into. And this person, whoever it is that we're dealing with this devil down here, they were not being logical. So this is kicking them in their head. Like, the fuck was I thinking? That energy right there. So there's some big changes and some big breakthroughs that are going to go on this week. Just keep your eyes open. We get to Friday's energy. The Page of Swords on top of the abundance. This is new energy. Thoughts changing. That's the energy off of this page here. Your thoughts changing. And this is what opens the door to the road to abundance. However that's resonating with you. It could be a new business. It could be a new way of doing something in your own experience. However it's going. But you're thinking. That Magician card. On the cut. What you believe. Believing in the magic. Going to open you up to a bigger view. And this is not easy energy to navigate through. You know, especially if, as Tauruses, we like things predictable and we like to know what's coming next. And many of us have been like, no, fuck, I don't know what's coming next. The fuck. Taking a step back and getting that bigger view. And believing in the magic. Come on. Opens the door to abundance. Looking at Saturday's energy. 9 of Cups on top of the leadership. You're going to have to lead the charge on how you want your life to look. I know bulls are like, fuck. Understand this about earth signs. We are not, as it were, it's not to say everybody, but by and large, earth signs are not innovators. We are not the ones you get a project to first to get it up off the ground. And just think about a bull, what a bull is. It's a work animal, basically. And that's what we do. If you want us to start talking about leadership, we just assume not. And it's not that we can't. We got some amazing Tauruses. Malcolm X comes to mind just because I saw something on TV about him last night. But he was a Taurus, born May 19th, if I'm not mistaken. Janet Jackson is a Taurus, born May 16th. Leaders, they're leaders, but trust and believe they got some heavy duty shit in their chart. It ain't just their sun sign that's getting them where they are. Most of us are very good. What makes those two people good, George Clooney. I think George Clooney is a Taurus as well. They got that work ethic. That's what makes them good. That's what makes George Clooney a good actor. He's got incredible work ethic. Janet Jackson, you ain't got to do nothing but go through her catalog. Incredible work ethic. But we aren't the ones that the lead, and we ain't trying to do fuck. So this may be difficult for you, trying to manifest and initiate your ideal happiness, or what your ideal of happiness is. Because we're not the ones to be standing up going, hey, we're going to start over here. Fire signs, awesome at it. Air signs, wonderful at it. Water signs, sometimes, but earth signs, we're the workers. So this may take some doing. It may take some thought about how you want to do something. Once again, bringing me back to the Emperor over here, that concrete, logical thought. Be practical, Taurus. Be practical about what your ideal happiness is, what you're trying to manifest, the people you're trying to attract in your life. Be honest and be practical. That's the energy there. I'm sure this weekend there are going to be some situations that come up, and the universe is going to kind of show you this is the starting point. You take the leadership spot right here and start there. So keep your eyes and your ears open. Sunday's energy, just what we've been talking about, the Four of Pentacles on top of the healing, which you don't understand about all this delays, and as I hear, you would be saying it, time wasted. I'm sitting up here waiting all year for some shit to pop off. Ain't shit popped off. Well, it's felt like it's been stagnating, but actually you've been healing. This next chapter coming up, Taurus, I know, y'all like, fuck you. You ain't trying to hear about nothing next. Where is it now? But honestly, the next piece of your life coming up, you're going to be on your feet. That's all I'm going to tell you. You're going to be on your feet. And you're going to wish and pray you had 5 minutes to just feel like shit was just stuck. I'm telling you, October's coming. I've been saying this all summer. When October gets here, all bets are off. I'm just saying. We get to next Monday. And isn't that ironic? The next Monday also starts the Mercury retrograde. And look at who shows up. 7 of Swords. Somebody trying to creep off. This is not a full element of deceit. This is not a full somebody just strictly going out and telling a big bold-faced lie. This is also omission. Somebody forgetting to tell you, and I'm using the word forgetting lightly, forgetting to tell you they did something. I'm coming back up here to this moon card on top of the domestic harmony with money. There's some, I forgot to tell you. No, you didn't. Gonna bring me right back to this emperor over here with this logical thought. No, you didn't. Use your intuition. You're gonna know exactly where the lie is, because it's gonna be glaring out right in your face. But somebody's going, I forgot. Yeah, they didn't forget. And it runs the spectrum. It could be a third party situation. It could be money that someone's taken from you. It could be lies somebody is telling about you to another group of people. But they only have, they've got a very narrow framework to work within. Let me put this out here too. You see those 2 swords? He's walking through those 2 swords. So, it's not like he's on this side of the sword or on this side of this sword. He's walking through. So if somebody in particular, if they're running their mouth about you, they can't stretch the truth but so far. That's the message there. Same thing with a partner that's trying to not tell you something. They only going so far with this bullshit. Unfortunately for them, they don't see these 2 swords because they too busy trying to do what the fuck they doing. So there's a narrow framework. Let me tell you how this might break down. Oh, I ain't going to the gas station. I don't know what you're talking about. But there's a receipt on the floor in the truck or the car with the date and the time. That's that narrow framework. Somebody else coming back, I know you was going to be there, blah, blah, blah. And there's some paperwork or email. Yes, you did, because they so busy trying to tip off, they don't see the framework. They don't see the oops. That part right there. Keep your eyes open, Taurus. Keep your eyes open. From that energy, we go right into Tuesday with a timeout and the Knight of Wands. It's what I've been saying where I started. There's some people that's going to have to just be gone, because they're keeping up more confusion in your experience, or you might have to back up out of a situation because it's too much. The situation, whatever it is going to resolve itself because we're looking at the timeout. So this is not a fully blown out situation. It will come back together, but you may have to step off in the meantime, or someone else may have to step off in the meantime, and then you may need to just take a time out before you go back. However that's resonating for you, Madam Justice here, now that I've done the whole reading, by seeing the true nature of some things. And she brings me right back over here to the Emperor, that logical thought. When you apply logic to something, you'll see where things actually are and the true nature of whatever's going on. Needless to say, there's some shaky, shady shit going on with Mercury retrograde looming up ahead. So keep your eyes open. Go slow, Taurus. I see this turtle, or tortoise, if you will, in the moon card. Go slow. It's y'all rushing around trying to get shit done. Go slow. Take what popped out. Wow. Okay, now let me say this, because of the 5 cards that popped out, 3 of them are red. And I wrote things in colors different colors for a reason. The Emperor, coming back to Mr. Concrete, logical thought. This also represents Aries. So there's a couple things with that. Don't even waste your time. Use your logical thought on some shit. And when you do that, you'll be like, this is a waste of fucking time. They're waiting on you. Once again, be practical before you move ahead. This goes back also to the leadership down here, the Nine of Cups. But it's action. About you taking action in that red. Once again, leading me back to the Emperor up here. Is it worth it? More action to be taken, which could be you walking away. And I'm coming right back down here to this. There are people that are trying to be around you, Taurus. Let me just put it to you like this. And you probably don't give a fuck about them, don't like them, whatever the case may be. They're trying to figure out why they're trying to sit up under your ass. Think about it. Because is it worth it to have somebody in your experience that you don't like? So, and again, I hear a lot of people talking at you about, I know why you being so mean. Come on, Taurus. It's okay. Why you being so mean? Fuck that. And what you're thinking about when you ask this question, is it worth your emotional energy to take any kind of action to have people in your experience that don't need to be there? Just saying. Do you, baby. Do you. It's supposed to be yellow, but it looks like mustard. Do you. Do you. Sunshine card. Do you. Stand up in your own light and don't equivocate. Fuck it. You're flawed just like everybody else. That doesn't mean you can't stand up in your own light. I woke up feeling this yesterday. Sunday's energy. Speak your mind. If something is bothering you, Taurus, don't sit on that shit. Don't go get back to work and do some shit. Speak your mind. Let people know which side the buckwheat, the bull is sitting in. Because some people are, this is an energy that we're flowing into right now, especially going into Libra season. And as I say that, sometimes for me, Libra can be a bit deceitful. I'm not, if you cross-watching and you're Libra, go sit down. I'm not saying you're a liar. Come on. But there's, when you weigh in things, sometimes, you know, you want to put on the horse blinders. You don't want to see, we're sliding into energy that can be shady. As long as you keep applying logical thought, as long as you understand it's about the transformation, as long as you know there's new energy coming into your experience, as long as you can see the true nature of something, keep this shit moving. I'm just saying, don't get stuck on Dada. Keep it moving. Tonight is the full moon. This is also known as the fall harvest moon. So they're going to be there's going to be a culmination of things. Some things coming to an end. Some things bursting through the bubble so they can start happening. However, this is resonating with you. I wish you well on this full moon. And I will see you soon. Love my bull babies. Bye-bye.